Salute everybody. Happy Thursday to all. Thank you so much for joining me today on Miss Parker. Miss Parker, watch the company you keep episode. So salute. Let me get my salute out through. Miss Parker, watch the company. Sorry about that, guys. Pretty Problem Nisha, salute. Thank you for coming through today. Southern Girl, my love, thank you for coming through. Hey, sister, Transparent Talk, thank you for coming through, sister. Thank you. Hey, Mouthpiece, salute to you. Blended Healing, salute. Miss Rosemary, salute. Thank you for coming through. Crash Out Gang, One Eye Willie, thank you for coming through. Lalizi, my love. Hey, salute. Thank you for coming through. Miss Arissa, thank you for coming through. He said, my circle tight. I don't like people. I can go years without talking to anybody. I'm antisocial. I'm a loner. Love you too, Arissa. Thank you for coming through. Please don't forget to hit that like button as you come in. And if you have a community wall, please share this slide and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. And also, if you like what you're hearing today, you could feel free to donate to that Cash App. Thank you so much for everything, for just pulling up today. I appreciate that. Hey, Amari, sister. Hey, Alexis. How are you? Thank you for pulling up. Thank you, Callie. Thank you for pulling up. Hey, Sylvia. Thank you for pulling up. Just Andrea. Thank you so much for pulling up. Miss Sherry Phelps. Joshua Gabriel. Thank you so much for pulling up. I'm gonna drop the link too because I want I asked Pretty Problem Nisha because really she really was gonna touch on a topic similar to this. So I think she could add some great commentary to this topic. Hey, Big Precious, salute, bro. Thank you so much for coming through. So, watch the company you keep. And when I use those terms, I don't just mean in a friendship. It goes in a business situation, um, relationships, and friendships, and it even goes as far as to work. Watching the company you keep at work. We all work somewhere, and we know where the gossipers are, the troublemakers are. You know what I'm saying? Instantly, we know that. So when we get involved, you know what I'm saying? We've already seen what we saw, but we still indulge. So it made us just as part as people thinking that we are who we hang around or who we subject ourselves to. And speaking on relationships, hey Bigo, salute, thank you guys for coming through. I want to speak on the relationship part before I really get into my notes. But I was in a business relationship kind of. And I just want to vent a little bit about, the past. I was in a business relationship, yet the start of a new friendship with this person. And when you get with someone, everybody comes off like they're going to be different. You think you're ready to move on, and that person says they're ready to move on. So we just agree that that's what it is, instead of watching the company that we kept amongst each other. Hey, Miss T, salute, sister. Hey, World Runs Black, salute, sister. But along the way, you deal with madness. You deal with the name calling from the ex friendships that was before you. Hey, Candy Cane, salute. You deal with a lot. And, it will come to the point where these people, with me meeting new friends and stuff, me thinking, hey, Melanated Queen, hey, Shan214, but yeah, I got in this new relationship, also business relationship. So I thought, I believed the person that everything was going to be good and stuff like that. But along the way, I'm meeting old friends that aren't friends anymore of his, and I'm getting that backlash from these women and from these colleagues. Cancer, my cancer. Oh, I lost my hair because of the cancer. Things that bothered me then. Would I lie and say it bothered me today? Yeah, a little bit, because you believe in people. You start to believe in people. You honestly start letting your guard down and start trusting people in a different kind of way in life. So I was disrespected. So I tell this person, like, I'm feeling disrespected. You know what I'm saying? And when you're riding the waves and you want to change, for the better, you think we all in this together, business wise and some more. Along the way, it comes to me putting up with disrespect. So I was like, well, dang, I'm evaluating the situation, but I'm still holding on. Like I said in my last life, still holding on. Instead of watching the company I keep. And then I noticed that when those that didn't like me, when I came along the way, and they would say little things, I do little things, that person will bring them back into the circle. Start bringing people, my enemies, to me. And it ain't really enemies, it's just people that I cannot see myself coexisting with. Let's say that, because you don't know a lot of people to be your enemy. But he always attracted himself to these enemies. And as much as I wanted this business relationship to go far, I had to look at this person and be like, do you have my best interest at heart? Or, what's your angle? Because we don't have to do business like this. You get what I'm saying? We don't have to do business we have to watch each other's company. Like I don't feel comfortable around this person. So that comes to the case of watch the company you keep. Because sometimes we overlook things for money situations, financial gain from situations, and different other aspects on it, but we still ain't watching the company we keep. We see this so much with King Vons, Pop Smoke. These was people that they knew. Might be in beefs, but still you got to watch the company you keep. Because see, when the guy took Von out, his friends still got the backlash because everybody looks at y'all as one and the same. So that's a prime example of you got to watch the company you keep. At work, relationships, friendships, all of the above. I'm going to drop the link one more time. I don't know if it was missed, but I'm going to give a positive quote about the company you keep. Choose carefully the company you keep. The people you spend your time with can influence your attitude, thoughts, success, and more than you think. So when you watch the people that you're hanging around with, it could change your attitude. It can have an influence on your attitude, an influence on your thoughts, success, and some more stuff. So choose carefully of the company you keep. Keeping bad company is like being in a green infested area. You never know what you'll catch. Announcing the intended arrival of some people is kind of like issuing a hurricane warning. Plantations of good morals are easily captivated, colonized, and corrupted by the pest of bad company. You are in control of your life. Set down boundaries by removing all the toxic people from your inner circle. That's even like I said again at work. When you're sitting at work and you just got that one coworker and she swear, I want to call her the B word, but she always saying she's quitting. It's always something negative about the job. After hearing that so much, and just say a coworker, somebody that you started liking on the job, and you just started associating yourself with, y'all eating lunch together, y'all going down there, but it was never nothing positive coming from her about the job. When you go, it was something about somebody all the time at the job. Eventually, that will be an influence on your way of thinking when you go into the job or the people at the job. You'll recognize a difference in the company that you keep when you upgrade your mindset. You will no longer be able to tolerate negativity, small-minded visions, and people who have nothing better to do than talk with no action. So meaning to that, with that meaning, you will no longer be able to tolerate negativity. So when you go in that job and Sharon keep, looking over the other side of the cubicle and telling you some negative shit, you don't want to hear it. In a sense, you elevating. It's that not that you don't want to hear about the work gossip, who's talking to who's messing with. No, but giving it all of you, it's mind controlling. You're easily influenced. Now, you know what I'm saying? You're blinded by who's around you. And it said people have nothing better to do than talk with no action. meaning they're doing a lot of talking. Like, say, we got this adventure, this business adventure. I need you to be on the same mindset as me, or I got to start watching what's really going on with you. Don't be intimidated by success. People, be inspired by them. So when somebody's doing a little something better, don't be intimidated by that. Be inspired by that, because we inspire our minds to do better. Not saying we're in competition, but it is good to challenge ourselves. Eventually, you're going to become like who you are connected to. So if we put that business mindset on of, I wanna take up law. You hang with those people that are doing law. I can't really connect too much with just a basic friend off of a vision I have of doing this. I have to start moving in that direction of talking to people that have the same mindset and the vision, and that push me to that vision. Be careful of keeping company with the people who are always bragging on your accomplishments in the public, but rarely if ever compliment you or support your endeavors in private. We all want that celebration when we're doing good. She said, when you start to elevate, the divine starts removing the taste of your mouth for things that you have outgrown. Absolutely, absolutely. And when you have, again, the accomplishments, there's nothing wrong with giving that giving that clap. Good job, friend. I'm so proud of you. That's amazing. The little things are big things. Any elevation in our friend's life should be celebrated and enjoyed. Even at the job, she got a raise. Yeah, bitch, okay. Period. So when you sit around and there's somebody that's not happy for your success and your accomplishments, you got to watch the company you keep. The wrong messages can block your blessings. And salute to everybody that came in. Hey, the wrong messages can block your blessings. Remember what I just said. So many times do we block our blessings. We cannot continue to blame other people. I get to it, Magnus. I thought you was. I don't know why. I could have sworn when you dropped links a long time ago, but I'll get to that, Magnus. But the wrong messages can block your blessings. And again, we blocked our blessings and we continue to keep going in the same cycle and wanting different ways and stuff to come out of it. And we just repeating the same thing over and over. People who are at war with themselves cannot guide you. Some people cannot see the calling on your life and will speak from their limited visions. Be careful who are you allowing to minister you. That was so interesting to me when I wrote this down doing my notes, that be careful of who you are allowing to minister to you. That means, we know minister means preach. It's so much of that happens today where people are preaching to us, but it's being a hypocrite. They not practicing what they preaching. When we know that their lives are in shambles, or we just know that shit ain't right. And they'll be the first ones ready to preach. So see, you can't preach to me when you are at war with yourself. I can't preach to you when I'm at war with myself. That means down my visions, down my goals, not setting proper goals that I can achieve, not nothing high. Then once I elevate through those first set of goals that I'm, the little milestones, then I'll go big as I go on, finishing up those goals. But I'm just saying, how can we let people minister to us when we know their situations, but we let them minister to us about our vision? We let people hold us back from our vision so they could put theirs, instill theirs in us. So we can't watch the company and be blinded by the company we keep. Connect with people who are soaring. Like I said, connect with people who are soaring. If you know somebody that is connected and stuff, and that's when the networking comes into it. You never know who You come across a who's in these chats watching, and you get on her and you just say, hey, yeah, I'm working on a go. I want to be, I want to be a lawyer. I want to, what I'm saying, I want to do medical coding. I want to be an LPN. We don't know what nurses or who's in these chats that knows, that's hearing you and say, well, let me help this person. She said, you also have to be careful who you minister to. Understanding the motives is a key. Absolutely. Absolutely. But again, connect with people who are soaring, connect with people who kind of have similarities, even if it's similarities in those visions that you are carrying out for yourself, your dreams, your goals. Connect with those type of people. You need to disconnect from people who are limiting your potential, and connect with people who can help you reach levels you've never seen. Stay connected to people who are going places and who are on other levels, who make you strive to be better. That's not taken away from people that's in your life. It's really when you start really elevating and are ready for change, you just feel different. The old stuff, you want it to be old stuff. Your mind's not even there. You're not even thinking about it. You are really tired of being in a box. You're ready to come up out of that box. You're ready to be the flower that gets watered and turns from the bud to the rose. It's okay to feel that way. But you have to connect to elevate with people who are soaring and are on different levels, or not, if not the same level as you, as in getting better, striving to be better. You need people who think big, bigger, and dream bigger than you in your circle. Again, elevating, networking, who's giving you ideas to take you to the next level. She said, sipping with Skinny, some people don't want to hear what you're saying. You're so right. Hey, Amari. Hey. Hey, Courtney. Thanks, everybody, for pulling up. I appreciate you. Remember, many people are missing out on their blessings because they're carrying around negative energy. It do get time in life where we have to let negative energy go. Again, it's taking accountability. I've spoke on a lot of this stuff, but it's like a puzzle. You got to put it together to make it make sense. And we have to remember we are missing out on blessings carrying around negativity. If something is in serious where it's life threatening, it's causing, if it's impacting your real life, let it go, because it's a blessing behind the negativity, but you have to stop carrying that negativity around. Healthy relationships are wholesome and inspiring. And in healthy relationships, it's conversation. You know what I'm saying? It basically breaks down conversation and how you connect with these people. So that's a healthy relationship. Even when you get to talking to a friend, y'all might gossip, but then that other friend is talking about eating healthier. And you done had a couple of screws already in your health part of your life. So you connect, you start connecting because you want to be different. That's not taken away from that friendship that you had over here, but you start connecting more with somebody that's trying to keep you here, to keep you living a little bit longer. And that's the goal. We want to live. We don't want to leave this earth at a time that's just not meant for us. You know what I'm saying? But not eating healthy, not taking care of ourselves. So we start elevating more toward that person that is striving to lose weight. Keep good company. Eventually, you're going to look like who you are connected to. You got that friend, they're a thief. They always stole. That's just what they do. That's just what they do. They a thief. Well, everybody in the neighborhood know little Johnny break into houses. You hang with little Johnny. Y'all broke into houses when y'all was young. Now, her Jake done went and did his thing. He's ready to elevate because Johnny done went to jail for whatever reason, breaking in, still doing the same thing. He's tired. So he elevates. He starts hanging out with those people that's elevating. But still at the same time, with Johnny and Jake still hanging when, Johnny was still robbing people and all of that, you get that image, you get that label. because you wasn't watching the company that you kept. I remember they used to rob houses. It's no longer Johnny robbed houses. It's you and Johnny was robbing houses together. You have to watch who you are connected to. You are not responsible for what your friends do, but you will be judged by the company you keep. So, that's why I even brought it to me with the Shanquilla Robinson story. Y'all see how much of a turmoil it has put America in when it comes to us melanated people, or it should. Because it's speaking volumes for our future and how they care about us as melanated people. But you are not responsible for what your friends do, but you will be judged by the company you keep. So see, when they say that we see a video of this young girl getting beaten, guess who they say the Cabo Six. It's called the Cabo Six. So they are being judged by the company they kept with that young lady that beat Shanquilla. So you have to really start looking into things for what they really are. We let so much go over our heads due to wanting to be detectives and conspiracy theorists. You are who you hang with. My father used to tell me. Absolutely. You will get judged by the company you keep. You'll recognize the difference in the company that you keep when you upgrade your mindset. Remember, you will no longer tolerate the negativity. If you have passion for what you do, the company you keep, the life you live, it will be reflected in whatever you create. Passion is like that. It springs out, jumps, unpredictable and unplanned into everything we touch. Passion cannot be faked. It cannot be manufactured, which is why it's so priceless. So if you have passion for what you do, the company you keep matters. It is said that you're the average of the people surrounding you. So if you know how the average concept works, then you'll be knowing what the average value increases when other values are higher than you. This simply implies that you will become better than what you are if you surround yourself with people better than you. You will be able to learn from them, have a healthy competition, which will help you grow. And this kind of knowledge, which is called as learning by osmosis, or one is made to work with them, think with them during the learning process, is far more deep and impactful than the normal way of thinking. So yes, good company is indeed very important for your overall personality growth. And again, when they said this simply implies to if you surround yourself with people better than you. So at the job, again, we got Marcy. Marcy been in accounting, you know what I'm saying? She done did it in like 2 years. When they say that the position takes 5 years before they grant you that position or you can apply for that position, you're going to affiliate yourself with Marcy and learn from her. Take something from what Marcy has brought to the company. Because hell, I want to be just as good as Marcy, if not on my own company. So we learn from Marcy. We surround ourselves with Marcy. That's not taken away from nothing else you had going on in life. It's really elevating and just watching the company you keep. Because you know with Marcy, that company is going to bring raises. It's going to be good on the resume. You know what I'm saying? My name is going to run through the company. When I start my company, you know what I'm saying? They still might want to work here, but work for me as well. Some good people that's a part of that company. So that's what it's saying. Surround yourself with people better than you. That's not meaning that we look up to them. They're better than us, but learning something from them. Here are some signs of a healthy company. People tell the truth and deal with each other through direct conversation and communication and having the hard conversations without gossip. That is definitely a part of because you get an authentic feel from that person. You start getting, when you start really talking about real conversations and meaningful conversations that's impactful for both of y'all lives, that is a healthy relationship. When you are open and intimate with others without fears and concerns, meaning that once we start these business relationships, once I come work for you, you know what I'm saying, I don't, once we had a discussion, why should we both have for you have fears of me not showing up on time, not bringing my A game to work, and then I got concerns about you not being the boss you said you was, you breaching confidentiality and some more stuff. So yeah, that's for concern. So you'll start knowing it's healthy when you break those barriers down. Everyone is encouraged to have both professional and personal goals and dreams and feel support in pursuing them. When we leave each other's side, we all supposed to feel encouraged. When we hang up that phone, you know what I'm saying? After speaking to my homegirl or my girlfriend or my associate, we both feel better once we hang up that phone because we both feel encouraged. We've encouraged each other. We made each other feel comfortable with these decisions that we're making. And it says everyone is encouraged to both professional and personal goals and dreams and feel supporting and pursuing them. That support goes a long way. I always speak on support. It goes a long way. It goes a long way with friendships and elevation of two people or more. That kind of push drives everyone. Okay, sis did it. Okay, let me try it. So now it's a domino effect of elevation on everybody's end. Everybody wins. There's no losers. People's physical, emotional, and spiritual needs are met with respect and support. Just because, someone has an impairment, they're a little delayed, that doesn't matter. Emotionally and spiritually, everybody doesn't have the same spirituality. I might be Catholic, you might be Methodist, but we respecting each other's opinions. We are respecting each other's values and spirituality at the same time, and that matters. If you're keeping good company, it's respected. Opinions are respected and understood from both angles. Transparency and collaborations exist at all levels. That is so important. Transparency in a relationship is so important. Courtney said, I know I have changed my YouTube circle. I'm not going all out of people who don't support me and do the same. Exactly, and sometimes, I looked at it like that too, Courtney, for real. I was like, who ain't nobody support me, I go hard. But, I had to stop. I stopped looking back on who wasn't supporting me. That was holding me back from my stories that I wanted to tell, all the commentary and information I got and resources. It was holding me back from focusing on what I really needed to be focusing on. That was my channel and me. I'm my biggest supporter. I'm my biggest fan at the end of the day. And I have to push myself, but I want to be around people that push me in that direction or keep me motivated. Hey, Messi, and keep me motivated to keep going harder, to do better, to lose focus of who's not there for me and things like that. Hey, Danae. Oh, Danae, you're fine. Come in, get comfortable. You're fine. Hell, everybody probably don't have a day. It is Thursday, the day before the weekend. These people don't deserve support. And who's for them and they show you, she said Jezebels. Right. And who's for you is who's for you, Courtney, at the end of the day. I always remember that because I say it about myself. Lush Legend said, Courtney, I support you since every time you go live, me and my sis Orion. And that's why I'm saying, Courtney, who's for you is for you. We have to be supported back of those that are there for us and stop thinking about the people that's not there. I got told that so many times because I did worry about, well, damn, I go hard over there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't let, I'm always there, But at the end of the day, it's going to come back to me tenfold in support. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody see me go hard for them, so they might start a channel and want me to come and network with them. All for them, I want somebody that's gonna go hard for me in the pain. Always dropping the links and stuff like that. A lot of people are blinded by their own success, their own movement, their numbers growing. You know what I'm saying? New people coming in and not the same old people. So it changes the mindset. But again, Courtney, just focus on you, baby, and like I said, I'm always here to help you elevate. It is good content creators all throughout YouTube. Go listen and see who's for you. Brighten your horizon. Step out of that comfort zone that we're in. This is a good place to surround yourself with good people, lots of love and support. Ms. Sharon said, and they truly understand me in there. I pray you get through whatever it is and feel better. Take care. Yeah, prayers up for you, Danae. Prayers up with you. But this is a good chat, and I'm always comfortable with who's here and everybody that comes in on the commentary. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. Just long as you get better and start feeling better for whatever you're going through. Success are celebrated and people are acknowledged for their work and contribution. So again, when I thought I seen it was just in there. Again, when you start hanging around a healthier collaboration of company, you start seeing you start celebrating more. You start seeing good things happening. Like I said, even if it's work, you know what it is. You're going to get raises hanging around Marcy because Marcy's helping you elevate. You're learning something from Marcy to, put you in a place of wealth, just a better living than how you're living. So do I want to hang around the smokers at work? What's that going to start? I'm going to smoke. I'm going to start being nervous myself. My anxiety going to be high and some other stuff. No. So positive will happen, yes. That's all it's about. Connecting with people that are in your same in the same lane as your vision, your goals. There's nothing wrong with that. We have to start elevating. And loving the elevation. There's nothing wrong with change. Yes, we might have been so messy. Hey, loving your journey with London. Hey, salute. And we just so stuck in our old way of living that we don't know how to elevate. We don't know how it feels when positive things start happening. You know what I'm saying? You let go. That it's okay to let go. I feel it all the time. She said, keep your circle small. Speaking from experience. And that's just how it's been. It's been experience for me. Trying to keep your circle small. And sometimes you got to take accountability as well for what you brought to the circle. You know what I'm saying? You cannot always blame that on other people because they didn't have the vision you had, or, they just didn't have any goals set in life and was just that person. You have to blame yourself and take accountability. Remember, energy is transferable. So be careful of the company you keep. Dirt will rub off on white before white will rub off on dirt. So remember, energy is transferable. When you go work, and again, if Marcy is being negative and that's all you hear at the front register, you bound to have an attitude with a few customers when they come up with an attitude. You might, what you say? And it goes on from there. Huh? And look. Like, I know you ain't just come up in here thank who. Because you done been around negative Marcy's ass all day, talking good stuff on front line, knowing you don't want to be there. You already feel like, ugh. And she's still going and going. But see, if you're around the Marcy that is bringing something to the company and she's trying to get up out of there and start her own firm for whatever reason or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You gonna hang with Marcy because you're gonna be like, here, let me know what, because I don't feel like if I know this, I could tell them I know this. I could put this on my resume that I know how to do medical coding. I know how to really do it now, because I'm following Marcy's lead. There's nothing wrong with that. Elevate, take that elevation. Salute to everybody that just came in. She said, being too nice, something wrong happened. They all YP in your business. You defend yourself and they play victim. They get cherry red Mustang like you would really care about it. Yeah, that's true. She said, I'm learning though, it's not the amount of people, but the energy they carry. And that's true. We've all heard that in life. Here go, Nisha. Hey, Nisha, salute.
Hey sis, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sis.
Okay, I'm almost home. I ain't got my earphones. That's why I want to know if you can hear me.
Well, you going to get home. Drive safe, sis.
Okay, I'm almost there.
I. But again, I have people tell me they have conversation about energy vampires, and I really never believed in that. But once I started reading into an energy vampire, it doesn't mean a real vampire. We have the slow ones in the back, but it's just somebody that's never got nothing positive going on, just full of negative energy. Everything is bad, bad, bad. It's never nothing good. And when the days it is something good, it's only how many days out of a month or weeks or days, you know what I'm saying? She said, you put people in your business, be selective in what you share. Absolutely. And it's draining, you know what I'm saying? It's always a drag, That's an energy vampire. Like I said, Marcy on the front line, talking about the job. That's an energy vampire. So energy is transferable. Sometimes you just can't watch the company you keep. You got to watch the company they keep too. Keep in mind with that. You know what I'm saying? Keep in mind. You can't just watch the company that you keep. Whose company are they keeping? It brings me back to, again, being a celebrity, being an artist, a music artist. Pop Smoke. Hey, Toya, salute.
Hey, Miss Parker.
What's going on?
I was sitting here listening. I was trying to wait for you to finish reading.
No,
Um,
go ahead, Toya. Go ahead.
no, yesterday you hit me up, so I'm just listening, and then I was trying to see where I could jump in, but uh, you are right about the energy vampires, and we've been talking about like separating and distancing ourselves from certain things and certain. That's why lately I just been away from the negative stuff on YouTube because that shit has a way of creeping in and messing up your whole day for real. You know what I mean? So I kind of backed away a little bit. But since I did, things in my real life is kind of good. So I just that's another confirmation that was the message for today.
Yeah. And when you start evolving, Toya, you feel so good, and it is scary. I know mine was scary for me, and it still is. How did you feel? Did you feel that way, like you wasn't sure, even though it was like, now that you see blessings, it was like we was blocking blessings.
Right. Yeah, you can see clearly, you know what I mean? You know that song, I can see clearly now. That's how you feel, like I can see what the fuck, what errors I was making, what I need to do better, you know what I mean? Like when you remove a lot of the negative stuff, you can see and hear and think and meditate, and you know what I mean? And like I was having a problem for a little while being able to meditate. You know what I mean? Because a part of meditation is focusing your mind. And I couldn't at one point. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a good message today, Miss Parker. Miss Parker.
Thank you. And that's what I was saying about the messages, and the lives that I be putting out lately.
Hey,
And
London.
it's like a puzzle. It all falls in together for me. I'm talking about what path am I choosing? Am I choosing the right path? And then I'm getting to, watch the company I keep as I'm going down this, this different journey of life, period.
Yeah.
For the first time in life throughout everything, like you said about meditation, I'm learning to meditate. I'm clearing my mind more, and you know, I'm having my visions finally coming together, and
Right.
I started feeling like I'm getting merchandise. I'm doing that. I'm working on little bags with no bias, and I ain't never had merchandise, so you know, my mind is just clear, and I know what I want, and I know which direction I want to go in. You know,
Right.
um, without feeling like I'm walking on eggshells, so I don't, you know, make the people I'm surrounded with feel any type of way about my elevation. So I had to
Right.
remove myself. You know what I'm saying? For a while to get the piece that I needed to figure out which way I was going. What direction do I really want to go in life? Do, like they said, have a friend around that always talk but no action. And that doesn't mean fighting, you guys. That means like any type of thing, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do my LPN, and every time you hear it, yes, all you do is hear it. You don't never
Right.
see action behind what you're hearing, and then you be like, that's gonna put you in that mind state of, you know, you're gonna start talking to, and that's all you're gonna be doing is talking with no action.
Right.
Because that's what you listen to so much. So it gets
Right.
programmed into us and we just fall into it.
I mean, said that's why I say to myself, because that's true. I mean,
Yeah.
but and then even though you start taking a different journey, that don't mean it's beef. That's where people get confused at too. Like, just because I'm starting to see things that's better for my life don't mean I got beef with it's beef between us. That just mean like, girl, I wish you luck on your journey. Wish me luck on my journey. And hopefully at the end of our journeys, we can high five each other at the end of the day. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't beef. You know, I ain't beefing with nobody, but just trying to elevate, like you said.
And that's just what it comes down to, you know, remembering that energy is transferable. She said,
Mm,
be careful what you're listening to because people with negative vibes can bring you negative vibes and it messes with your spirit. And Toya, that goes back to when I said, you know, about the ministering people, we letting people try to minister to us when, you know, in fact, they not even, you know, doing what they said they was doing. You know what I'm
right,
saying? We all can
right,
be whatever we want to be, and nobody know us. That's what a lot of speakers get paid for. You know, ain't going through nothing that they talking about
right.
and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But they telling us to go elevate, do some more stuff, and when you find out what's really going on with them, you like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Why the hell was I even listening to you in the first place?
Yes, and it
Woo!
comes to watching the company you keep, watching your surroundings, what's good for you and what's not. She said, nothing is worth your peace. Screaming, yelling, scorch earth, attitude feeds the energy vampire. That's those chats fill up. I'm just saying, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. She said, be a friend and old person and listen to their advice. A lot of wisdom there. Yes, it is. How you feel about what Miss Sharon said? She said, yes, we say cold world, but actually it's not the world, it's the people that's in it that's so cold.
Well, that's true. But it's something that I feel like it's something that happened to those people that make them be that cold. You know what I mean? Because I'm like I'm learning now. Sometimes I can be a cold piece of work too. You know what I mean? But it's something that happened, and then I'm learning how to control triggers. You know what I mean? To make me not be so cold. You know, we don't come with I wasn't blessed with the tools to be able to control the triggers that I have until here recently. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it started with blending healing that day. You know what I mean? Like, it started with her, and it's like in my mind I started putting the puzzle pieces together, like you said, just starting to see like what I want. What do I want? What is my purpose that I really need to be stepping into? What way do I need to be going? What, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but at the same time, when you on that journey, old habits die young. You know what I mean? So uh something can trigger you and make you be cold like everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still learning to control the triggers.
Yeah. And it comes up, you know, that's a part of growth, Toya. We have
Yeah.
all been through a place where we just felt like we was just gonna be that person. But then elevation hits, you start feeling different, you start wanting different. And that, don't just get to know me by the not the person I was yesterday, but the person I am today. And if I'm not giving off that same energy, that same movement, you know what I'm saying, and you just see me just doing me on my own thing, you know what I'm saying, you're not really, you know what I'm saying, nobody's coming for me or checking on me in real time. Let me elevate. And if you're not happy for me, that is fine. Just remove yourself the same way I
Right.
am, you know what I'm saying, just so I can grow.
Right.
It's no hard feelings like you were saying or anything, but people have that right and deserve that right to go to grow. And
Right.
again, you have to watch the company that you keep.
Yeah, that's true.
He said that's the main point of life, learning how to control self. It's definitely a learning process. There is more in you than you know. Strength is there, and it is. It is. Hey, everybody that came in, and I did salute, 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 salute. But yeah, I just had asked Pretty Problem Nisha because she was going to discuss something like this prior. She still might have that segment going here in a few days. I don't know yet, so I don't want to take nothing from her that she was going to talk about. But it just was just interesting to you because I was like, even now today, at my age of being a 45-year-old woman, I'm still questioning a lot. I'm still constantly putting myself in positions where I have to watch the company that I keep and being mindful and stuff. So I'm still learning.
I am too though because I greet people with the purest intentions. You know what I mean? Like my intentions are always pure, and it take something to happen for me to be like, oh, this is not where I need to be at. You know what I mean? Like, and if you know what I mean, it take me a minute. That people be like, "So you slow?" I kind of am slow because I'm meeting you with the purest intentions. Uh, I'm really coming to you as who I am. I'm not trying to be nobody else. I'm not faking, shaking, and doing nothing else. I'm really meeting you with the hopes that you're gonna treat me like you treat me. You know what I mean? I mean, treat me like I would treat you. But I'm learning that when I set those expectations for people, I only let myself down in the end because uh I ain't supposed to set no expectations for nobody else but myself.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When I set expectations for other people, that's when you start the process of letting your own self down because you be thinking like, damn, why the fuck, why? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And that is true, Chris. You only let yourself down, you know what I'm saying? And Toya, I appreciate you so much. I wasn't gonna stay here long. I had my 1K sis. I'm still excited about that. So I'm just trying to get my watch hours up, but just touch on real topics that need to be discussed. Even if it's just for a second. We all need to sit down sometimes at a table and, what I'm saying, sip our tea, our wine, or whatever we sipping on, and just have a grown conversation about certain issues that's really happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Instead of watching on the news to be like, you see what this homeboy did, because we trusting too many people. We
right,
going to the job, like I said again, not elevating. We looking at the wrong person in the man that we trying to date. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing
right,
just bad company. You get what I'm saying? Just not knowing
right.
just bad company and stuff. So it's just real life topics that need to be discussed. So you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like let's have a conversation about it. Let's put it out there. Thank
Look, I ain't gonna try to change the right, Miss Blended Healing. I ain't gonna change the vibes of the live. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and drop down. I love you, Miss Parker. Uh, you take it easy. I hit you up behind the scenes though.
I love you, Toya. Thank you so much for pulling up. And let me say this. And I get what you're saying. You're absolutely right. Messy, they do, but at the same time, um, how has somebody dealt with a person in life, it doesn't reflect to what I have going on with these people or what I see. And I know I'm not a perfect person. I've never been a perfect person. So I know I've had my faults. But do I have to keep living in faults and doubt? And I mean, I can't make nobody believe me for who I am. I have to grow and change for myself. I have to move a different way for myself. I can't never change how people feel about me from past mistakes or things I used to do. Probably did some shit yesterday, you know what I'm saying? But I'm working on me, and I can get on here and look at y'all and cam up with I got rollers in my hair, a shirt cap on my head, and say, I'm working on me. Every day it is progress. Because I've dealt in this dark hole and this unrealistic way of living. So now that I'm paying attention more to things and learning from my past mistakes, it's called learning from my past mistakes. I want to move different so I don't keep making those mistakes to go back to those places that had me in the dark hole to begin with. It was mistakes only I was making. So I have to change myself to prevent from being the old me, from prevent from making that same mistake and not learning from shit that came along the way.
Right.
So yes, I might have been fucked up to you, but to me, let me work on me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not for you, it is okay, but let's just go our separate ways. It was what it was when it happened with us.
Right.
But when I do see a little difference in you, I do try to congratulate, and whether or not I say it out loud or not, I see it. So I tend to move different with that person. Now, once you really keep showing me that that's who you are, like people say about me, that's understandable. But when a person hasn't came to me the same way I've came to them, I can't do nothing but respect it. I can't talk about anybody on this app because I've had my fair share of shit.
Right.
Maybe
Everybody
everything
has.
wasn't aired out. Maybe everything never came to the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a
Right.
lot of it was behind the scenes. I know I take accountability to I did a lot of messed up stuff at that I'm not proud of. But that's what I don't want to do. And that's okay. And that should be okay with us.
Yeah.
That should be okay with us.
But everybody growth come at different times though. You know what I mean? I don't fault not one person. Whoever feels some type of way, they feel some type of way. But maybe my growth is not on the same level as other people's, and that's fine too. I'm continuing on my journey. Cause Miss Blenda Healing said I'm Sawyer the Acclimist. So that's what I'm doing. I'm stepping into my purpose. You know what I mean? I ain't here for none of the extra shit.
But Toya, when do we get to that part of elevation where we can't stop nobody from saying nothing about us and we don't run? We don't feel like I want to drop down. We don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't want to go over there and support that person because whoop de woo's there. You get what I'm saying? Taken away from me wanting to get in the commentary. You know, I had to get to that point and I still am to where I just don't care.
Because hold on. See, like I told you, uh growth is a journey, you know what I mean? And uh like some things that trigger you to be like, you know what, and my even now I told you, even with my friend, I run from things. You know what I mean? When I feel like it's gonna throw off my energy, I feel like to protect my peace, yeah, I'm a punk ass bitch. I'm finna run from it. You get what I'm saying? Because right now my peace is everything. You know what I mean? Sometimes I get caught up in certain stuff, but at the same time with growth you recognize when things are trying to throw off your peace, and you get what I'm saying? Do
Right.
you sit there and watch it until you get mad? Nah, not me. You know what I mean? Or do you go ahead and salute and drop down off the panel like a grown woman? You know what I mean? So but you my girl though, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna support everything you do. I don't care who pull up in your chat. I don't care who says anything about me. I fuck with you. You know what I mean? And uh it's a lot, it's like that with a lot of chats that I pull up in. People be in there that I don't fuck with, you know what I mean? Or that I personally don't like what they say, but that ain't got nothing to do with the panel holder. You know what I mean? I fuck with the panel holder. And whoever don't like that I fuck with the panel holder, that mean you got a personal problem that you need to deal with, because me and the panel holder good. You know what I mean? If seeing me make you feel like you want to act out, then that's something that you got to deal with on your own. I can't fix it for you, because my understanding is with me and the person that's holding the panel. You feel me? Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did. You said it in a way that you feel, and that's your opinion, and that's how you feel about situation. And I want to put a PSA out there like that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that so much, Toya, because I rocks with so many different people on different levels. You know what I'm saying? And I just want. I just over here in my chat, disrespect each other. Y'all ain't gotta like each other. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. But I respect y'all both on different levels. I like you for this reason. I like this person for this reason. It's nothing, you know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, I'm gonna be a free thinker and I'm gonna stand on that because that is a part of me growing. You know what I'm saying? Be think for yourself. Who they say she is ain't who she is to me.
Right.
Because if that's the case, then she could say the most about me. You know what I'm saying? It's the pot calling the kettle black. It's just not. It doesn't add up. The scale
Right.
don't add out or nothing. So I'd rather not be a
People
hypocrite.
can look at anybody on this app and say, "Oh, they did this to me," and then, or or she did this, or he did this, or they did this to this other person. Woo, 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 woo. But listen, really don't none of us really know each other like that. You get what I'm saying? We all getting to know each other, and we building, connected, networking, doing different shit with each other. You know what I mean? So whatever your grievances is with this person ain't really got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Because we all on this bitch to network and try to build. You know what I mean? And if your issue is stopping me from building with this other person, that's kind of crazy to me. You know what I mean? Because everybody should want to see everybody win. At the end of the day,
Yeah, that's so
because
true.
we all grown, we all black. Well, you say melanated people. You know what I mean? In some ways, at the end of the day, should no beef be so bad that you want to continuously tear down the next person every time? Every time shouldn't be that damn deep for real. You know what I mean? But with some people, it is,
Yeah.
and those people, I feel like should when is it not okay to push the block button? You know what I mean? Where you don't see shit, you ain't even gotta bother yourself with that person, but people be so captivated by the negative or the fact that you have, you know what I mean, that you want to keep the shit going.
And that comes to the part of again, watch the company you keep. When I go listen to this person, am I inspired? Can I block things out to still go and get inspiration from somebody, motivation and some more stuff? Yes, I can, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it doesn't mean that you are in the friendships with people. It's just saying you do have to be around people that motivate you and that push you to the next level. You know what I'm saying? That has a vision similar to yours, goals similar to yours. There's no need of taking, like I said again, go to the workplace about watch the company you keep. Are you gonna hang with Marcy or are you gonna go hang with Kathy who just smokes cigarettes and complain every day? You want, Marcy elevating through the company way before her time. Let me, because who that's what I wanted, you know what I'm saying? And I want to start my own law firm, whatever y'all doing, whatever job it is. If you hang around those people that are full of vision in the next just going in the right direction of where they want to be and what they want to be, that's where you need to be.
But that's the thing. That's like practice of everyday life. Every day you gonna run into somebody you don't like. You know what I'm saying? On your job, If you catch a public transportation, if you live in an apartment unit or your neighbor, I one of my neighbors I can't stand right now. You know what I mean? But it's like every day you gonna run into somebody that you don't like or you don't get along with for whatever reason. That don't mean you finna sit closer to their ass. You know what I mean? How you gonna sit closer to me, closer to the person that that you don't vibe with? Nah, you gonna move around and do what make you feel better at the end of the day.
Mhm, mhm. And that's what's up, Toya. I appreciate you again so much for pulling up. Thank you guys for pulling
I
up.
love you, Miss Parker. I told you I was gonna come.
Toya, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. Toya, Nisha, you probably didn't make it home on time, but get home safely. Stay off that phone while you're driving, please, sister. You know what I'm saying? But everybody finish enjoying y'all Thursday. If it's not raining in your area this weekend, get out and get you some fresh air. Go do something different. Sip and paint. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go sip and paint myself and do something different. And just knock some stuff. Just go down my little bucket list of things that I want to do and have fun while I'm doing it. And also enjoy bringing great content. But right now, I need the watch hours, so I'm gonna put some content out there and just see how it goes. And also start doing more interviews. You guys go check out my interview with the Tiara Latrice show. I really have fun with her. She's a great sister. I mean, her drive is so expectational. And she was also telling me, if you guys go back to that video, she has some resources of pushing us in the direction of if we wanted our platforms to go to places like iHeartRadio and other platforms as well. And, everybody know iHeartRadio was huge. It's a huge radio station. So there's nothing like hearing your voice boom or having people calling to our line and, trying to get our thoughts on things that they got going on in their lives. I hope to get there as well, So salute to the Tiara Latrice show. Y'all go check that video out. Also, for my Rock Squad family, thank you guys for pulling up. Please go get your Switching Lanes merch. Switching Lanes episode 2 is out from season 2, so go check that out. But me and Shank Rock both have merchandise available for the Switching Lanes, for the Rock Squad, and also Justice for the Shanquilla Robinson story. Also, me and Arissa Bay are working on a foundation as we speak. I am so happy. I am so happy that I got to meet Ben Crump over the weekend, y'all. So the 1,000 subs was everything, but meeting Ben Crump was so much more. Meeting Tamika Mallory and actually having a conversation with Sue Ann Robinson that could potentially change my life forever. So I don't want to be that person for my friends to talk and no action. I want to have both and so much more. I want to take us somewhere we never been or ever even thought we could go and be as melanated women. But I'm ready for all the obstacles that's going to be pushed in front of me. And I want to expand this channel. I don't want it to be all the time about sad conversations, but I do want to do some topics on missing persons, missing children. I'm going to be doing an interview hopefully in the future with Have You Seen Us podcast and things like that, and still bring gun violence as well, and always making awareness of that, which is coming up in June. June is Gun Violence Awareness Month. So, if you be mindful, donate to those centers. And I will also be bringing you more about this foundation that I am starting, which I am so proud of. So, with my Switching Lanes uplifting tour, I am going to do other things with those proceeds. I do not want to make nothing off the merchandise, but me and Arissa is coming up with a great foundation for that, and we are so excited. I'm so excited to take myself and my channel to a whole new level. I also want to start connecting with people outside, like walking downtown and checking out people. Just ask some questions, you know what I'm saying, from other walks of life, people that don't know me in real life, and see what answers they come up with. And I want honest answers, whether you're white, Black, whatever, just a different nationality. I just want to walk up to a random and ask them a question and just have with pure honesty and genuine answers and stuff. So different things I do want to bring to my podcast. And also, I want to have an all men's panel with some women and just dialogue and just a little debating with our black men. And also, it doesn't matter what color you are, you're welcome. But I do want to start doing some debating with our black men and connect more. So a salute again, everybody. Thank you, Toya, again for pulling up. She said, we got this. Thank you, Arissa. I appreciate you so much. Blended Hill, and I appreciate you so much. King LX, thank you so much for pulling up. I see you. Thank you. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, everybody. High Maintenance, All Dubs, Arissa, Lita, Toya, Blended Healing, Ben Walker, Miss Sharon. I'm just going up a little bit, guys, because I want to thank you guys. Nina, my moderators, thank you so much for holding me down. This has been great today. I didn't think the show was going to turn out as good because it was touching me because it was things that I needed to read about myself. And again, when I tell this, I talk about myself. And also, I dropped a lot of links in yesterday's live. So if you want to just go through the beginning, there's a whole lot of content creators links that I dropped. So my moderators wouldn't have a hard time and they could just listen to the interview. And also, the Tierra Latrice interviewed Shank Rock on Sunday. It was a great interview as well. You guys make sure you go over there and subscribe to both of her channels. And thank you again. Enjoy your weekend. And remember, do something fun. I'll be checking again on Saturday, I think at 4 or it might be 6. I'll check. But it's on my community wall. It's already set up. So please pull up on me Saturday at 6. And you guys have a great Thursday. Thank you.